I'm Indy Neidell. Welcome to another exciting episode of Out of the Trenches, where I sit here in the chair of wisdom and answer your questions about the First World War. Robert Dramontanes writes, Hälsningar från Sverige. He wrote that in Swedish. Hey Robert, kul att du skrev något till mig. Little Swedish there. What would you say are the most important inventions, wisdoms to come out of the war? Something originally thought up for the war effort, but which is nowadays more important to us civilians. All right, although the war didn't invent a lot of things except war machines like tanks, the war accelerated the progress of new products that might have been merely prototypes or not particularly popular before the war, right? Communications like telephones and wireless radios were improved and developed. Wristwatches and zippers were more and more common. Stainless steel was now mass fabricated. Blood banks and portable X-ray machines were created. A new sort of fabric called cellucotton was developed, which not only sanitized hospitals, but was used to make sanitary pads for women. And that would be, they would be on sale, mass sold in 1920, I believe. Daylight savings was introduced in Germany on April 30th, 1916, because of the lack of coal for heating. And a lot of vegetarian food, like the soy sausage, came about due to the lack of meat. Tea bags became popular. The bag was originally just packaging to save on shipping charges because it was shipped in big boxes, big heavy boxes. Well, you know, that's a bunch of things, but there are a bunch more. Look it up. Look it up. Matt Darlington writes, Hi, Indy. Really enjoy the show. Thank you. And I'm finally putting my money where my mouth is. Okay, exclamation point there. Being interested in World War I aviation, we hear a lot about the war in the skies over the Western Front, but were there any major aerial engagements elsewhere during the war? For example, Eastern Front, Ottoman Empire, keep up the good work. Oh, keep up the good work, sorry, another exclamation point. Yeah, sure. On the Eastern Front, there was Alexander Kazakov, who shot down over 30 German and Austro-Hungarian planes. And this guy was nuts. He was an insanely fearless pilot who had a penchant for ramming his enemy's planes in midair. For the Ottomans, Ahmet Ali Celikten flew. He was likely the first black fighter pilot. He was of Arab-African descent, and he later went on to teach at the Turkish Naval Flight School. For the Italians, there was Francesco Baracca, who downed 34 Austrian planes with his favorite maneuver, mostly with his favorite maneuver, which was flying as close to the enemy plane as possible using blind spots from either below or behind, and then firing his machine gun at point-blank range. Every nation had its aerial heroes. It's true. Just use. Okay, that guy, printed on the screen, right? Asks, what were the wages for soldiers in different empires? Okay. That was actually a very short question compared to all of the other questions. And it's got a hell of an answer, too. Well, this differs, of course, from country to country. And when I say differs, I mean like the difference between day and night. Soldiers all got paid, of course, but they were often charged for food, their own accommodation and transport. Some got paid more for services at the front, while some got less. As an ordnance soldier, you could get bonuses for bravery, for saving the life of a comrade, and things like that. So, where do I start? Australia. The common private got 6 shillings per day. 1 shilling would go automatically to expenses, and of the other 5, they could choose how much they would receive at the front and how much would go to their families. Some other British Imperial soldiers, let's see. A private in the British infantry would get from 1 shilling up to 1 shilling 6 per day, while, say, a wing commander of the Royal Flying Corps could get up to 38 shillings per day. Austro-Hungarian common soldiers got around 12 heller, actually, which is around 4 crowns, like a month. 1 crown could buy like 5 kilos, 11 pounds of bread, or 1 kilo, which is 2 and a bit pounds of bacon. in the USA, an American private first class would get $30 a month, so $1 a day generally, which is pretty easy to remember. A quartermaster sergeant could earn up to $105 a month. True story. Because of the complexity of their job, quartermasters would often get paid a lot more than their counterparts in the field. The German soldier was paid 3 times a month, the 1st, the 11th, and the 21st. The privates got 70 pfennigs a day. Now, 5 pfennigs would pay for like half a liter of beer, so for German beer-loving soldiers who didn't eat anything, that would be 7 liters of beer a day. And if you're wondering, 1 Deutschmark was equal to 1 shilling or an American quarter, a quarter of a dollar at that time. Let's see, a German Feldwebel would earn 5 marks a day. As you can see, if you're good at doing math really quickly, American soldiers were much better paid than their European counterparts. Let's go back to aerial stuff. Okay, we did a special about some of the planes of the war, and if you want to see that, click right here. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and you'll get mail from a Nigerian prince. Maybe. See you next time.